Hi everyone, welcome to the CBoom Show. I'm Chris.
I'm Alex.
What we're trying to do is help you make a pick, cover a spread, and win a ticket or two. First things first, shout out to our sponsors, Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium.
Brings that flavor to your table. Pick them up online at hotsauceunlimited.com. Look up Tata's or check them out at St. Clair and Rexley.
And Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton. Go there for all your gaming needs, whether it's the new stuff, PS5 and Xbox, or the retro stuff.
Yeah, definitely talk about your games before you buy them. Learn something, save a little money.
All right, here we go. Recap of last week. Cincinnati and absolutely disgusting Cincinnati. You hurt me.
You lost to the Jets.
I don't think I will ever take Cincinnati ever again. It was a really bad beat and disappointing. I'm upset. I know there's a lot of people upset.
Talk about bad beats. Look at Detroit. That was merciless. There was a point in the game when it was, 41-0? Come on, how do you even consider yourself a team at that point?
That was
what are they, 0-8 now?
I had Philly minus the maximum spread possible, but Cincinnati hurt me on everything. All right, so enough of last week's drama. Let's get into it. Here we go. The first game, you've got the Jets at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is minus 10.5.
That's
Good luck
crazy.
with that. It's a crazy spread. After the Jets just beat Cincinnati, I would put Cincinnati and Indianapolis pretty close. I still have to take Indy at home.
At minus 10.5, that's a lot. I could see taking the plus 10.5 the other way. I think that's a good spread
It's
for
a
them.
50-50.
It's a 50-50 with that
shot.
spread.
I would still go home team Indy on that one, but 50-50 coin flip.
If you could increase that spread or decrease the negative spread on that by 1 or 2,
It might make a difference, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the next game is Atlanta and New Orleans. New Orleans at home minus 6. This is a great game. Obviously, you're going to take New Orleans at home minus 6. It's going to be great.
I'll take that.
The next one is Buffalo on the road against Jacksonville. Buffalo's coming in minus 14.5. This is a great spread. You can adjust this up to 17. Obviously, you take Buffalo on the road against Jacksonville.
Agreed. I think it's a big spread, but don't be scared.
The next game is a good game. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's at home minus 2.5. The first time you'll hear me say take Cleveland. However, I hate Cincinnati, so there you go.
I mean, I hate both teams.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. Just stay away. That's a time, if that game's the only game on, you go make nachos.
Yeah, that's an intermission right there.
Yeah. The next game is Denver at Dallas. Dallas is at home minus 9.5. This is a huge spread.
Huge.
For Denver's defense to go against that, I still take Dallas at home.
I would, but again, we're talking about a huge spread. Adjust it 1 or 2 points. If you can get that at a minus, maybe minus 7.
Minus 7, 2.5 points, that would be big.
That would be huge. That would be the game.
I think it's going to be about 7 to 9, maybe a couple more. But either way, I like Dallas at home. All right, so the next game is Houston at Miami. Miami's at home minus 6.5. This game's going to be crap. Either way, you take Miami.
Yeah. Oh, at minus 6.5. Again, it's one of those games
They're playing Houston. It's like whatever. Whoever wants to play Houston, okay. Whatever the spread is, okay.
They're pulling people out the crowd.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's a joke. The next game, you've got Las Vegas at the Giants. This is going to be great. Vegas on the road minus 2.5. Obviously, you take Vegas over the Giants. Yeah. However, the Giants were extremely close to upsetting KC Monday night, which was unbelievable. I know I had 2 tickets left and I needed KC minus 5.5 and minus 10.5.
See, it's the stress of that Monday night game that gives people heart attacks.
Oh.
You just box that game, good to go. But I'll be with you on this one. 2.5. That's a field goal. You're gonna win by a field goal, easy.
Yeah. The next game is Baltimore at home against Minnesota. Baltimore is minus 5.5. This is going to be a great game for Baltimore. Obviously, you take them at home. I love the game. I'm going to watch that game.
I think that's a touchdown, even with a missed kick. They're good at the end of the.
It'll be more than 7.
And it's just under the 6, so it's not even going to be a push. It's going to be a win.
Which is good.
Yeah.
The next game is New England at Carolina. New England's on the road minus 4. It's going to be a great game. Obviously, you take New England in this. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be good. The next one is the Chargers at Philly. Chargers are on the road -1.5. I like Philly in this game.
Yeah,
It's going to be good.
It's a tight spread, but
It'll be all right. The next one is Arizona at San Fran. San Fran is -1. People are really talking about San Fran to have a big game this week. I don't think so. Obviously, you're going to take Arizona to win, and you can adjust the spread to -6 for Arizona. This is going to be a great game.
I agree with that. I think Arizona's going to win. Adjust that spread. It's only +1. Take the extra points.
Yeah, you can adjust this all you want, but it's going to be a great game. This is an underdog, and it is tied with another game for underdog of the week. However, yeah, it's going to be a great game. The next one is Green Bay at Kansas City. Kansas City is at home -1. Take Green Bay in this. Kansas City is so unreliable right now. Aaron Rodgers is on fire for Green Bay. Yep. So take the underdog there, +1 for Green Bay.
Plus KC is underperforming.
Yeah, it's great. So go against KC. The Sunday night game is going to be a good game. You got Tennessee at the Rams. Rams are at home -7.5. This is a tricky spread, the 7.5. So you need more than a touchdown.
I don't like the 7.5. I like
the Rams should do it. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a good high-scoring game. So,
oh no, I like the Rams. I don't like ever seeing 7.5. Yeah. You know that one touchdown. If you can adjust that to -7, perfect pick.
It'll be good. And the last game, the Monday Nighter, is going to be a great game. Chicago at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's at home -6.5. Obviously, you take Pittsburgh -6.5.
I agree with that. If you can take it again, -6, that's the touchdown without needing the extra point at the end of the game or 2 field goals.
Yeah. All right, so that's this week, NFL Week 8 games. A little bit of a recap there, but all right, let's jump into some MMA.
MMA last weekend, unfortunately, most of our picks were kind of off. I mean, I did say take the favorites, that there was a crazy 1,000-to-1 card, but we saw why it's 1,000-to-1 on some of those fights, and we have a
Why not? Sometimes you have to take it. It does happen. These upsets do happen. Maybe not every week, but once in a while it comes through. So
exactly. And we saw a new champion, Glover. I can't believe that. He ended up submitting Jan Blachowicz. Okay, sure. Glover's the new champ. Let's see how long that lasts. Unbelievable. This
anyone
week,
can
though,
do it. It's anyone can do it, yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? Like,
straight up, I still got time. But this week, we see another 2 title fights in an amazingly stacked card again. Not even just the prelims, but the early prelims have a fighter we haven't seen in a while in Gian Villante. He's taking on Chris Barnett, and they're both paying 1.9. I would take Villante. He was really good and just seemed to disappear out of nowhere. He went and just worked on his gym and his businesses. He's coming back, and they're not giving him a super high-ranked technical fighter. I think this is an easy comeback for Gian. 1.9, take him all day. And then the prelims, we have Al Iaquinta against Bobby Green.
Iaquinta should be taking this fight all day.
I think so. I mean, he pays 2.5. They have him as an underdog here, big time. And I don't think he's an underdog. His skill set is much more versatile, and he has the experience to deal with a guy like Bobby Green, who's really strong. Just attack those angles. So I would take Al Iaquinta. And then we have on the main card, like this is the first fight on the main card. This is how exciting it is. Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera is the least exciting fight. That's
because it's Frankie Edgar.
I think it's actually pretty good. Edgar again is 2.5. Big heavy underdog, but he has experience, crazy stamina, always comes in with a game plan, executes. Marlon Vera is just a little bit faster, a little bit more explosive.
I don't like this fight at all because Frankie Edgar's due for a win and he sucks.
I feel like, yeah, you don't like Edgar. I personally would take Edgar in this fight, 2.5. Why not? And then we have a really interesting one here, a throwback to Days of Other Champs, Justin Gagey and Michael Chandler.
This is going to be amazing. I can't wait for this fight. A long time coming. A lot of hate between the two.
Yeah, and it's going to be a slugfest. Like, you look at
Gagey's...
Strikers,
they're both wrestlers.
Yeah, you look at Gagey's style, he doesn't look to run away. You look at Chandler, he's aggressive. These
Yeah.
guys are going to be all over each other. I'm excited for that
The size
fight.
is going to be interesting too, because I think Gagey's a lot taller.
Yeah, but they weigh the same.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I know, but yeah, no,
The
height and
shape,
reach.
the shape of them, like it's for two wrestlers or two strikers, they're like
They're yeah, it's odd.
it's gonna be.
Um,
I can't wait. It's gonna
Chan-
be the most exciting fight, I think.
I think that's gonna be fight of the night.
Yeah.
Regardless of win or lose, Gagey pays 1.47, Chandler pays 2.75. You know what? I think it's a toss up.
Flip
A coin. Flip a coin on that one. But regardless, watch it. It's gonna be
That could
the
be
fight
one
of-
that you take both ways. You make the
Yeah.
same card twice, and just take one card with Gagey and one card with Chandler,
Yeah.
and then one would draw.
Actually, the next one's the one you kind of want to do that for is Rose Namajunas versus Wiley Zhang.
Oh,
Both of these are paying 1.9, dead even.
yeah, but I don't doubt
No.
Rose.
I don't doubt Rose either. Rose, you are one of my favorite fighters. Hashtag Rose Namajunas. I know you're watching because Pat Barry watches. I'm assuming. But regardless, just putting up like the mentalities here. Like Rose Namajunas is legit crazy. She goes out there with a mentality that literally God was in the back telling her to go out there and kill someone. And she sees him and hears him. Like it's to me, she's an incredible striker, incredible counter striker. Pat Barry has done amazing work with her as well. And she's grateful for her shot. Her mentality is there to win, to be aggressive.
I really like her. I really like Pat Barry too.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good fight.
Wiley though, she's on the other end. She's spun out. If you've seen her thing, she's shaved her head to be like Rose. She's a pressure fighter, but it's clear she's breaking under her own pressure.
She's got no chance.
She's even in denial. She's saying she didn't lose that fight. She's saying I'm clearly the better fighter. I just didn't get to fight. Hey, you got knocked out. That's fighting.
She's got no chance.
She's mentally broken.
Rose all day.
Wiley's already lost the fight mentally, and that's more than half of it once you reach this level. I feel Rose has that all day at 1.9. Can't count out Wiley, but if you really want to be safe on this, don't go the distance.
Yeah.
That fight's going to be a knockout too. I think that one and the Gagey fight are probably going to be the two most exciting fights of the night. And then I see a bit of a snore fest, sorry guys, in Uzmond versus Colby Covington.
No, that's going to be a great fight. I like Colby.
If Colby gets control of this fight, it'll be a good fight. He'll be aggressive and throw the punches. If Uzmond gets control, it's going to be up against the cage, dirty wrestling, small takedowns.
Colby's going to have control. He's going to win the fight. I'm excited. Colby's my boy.
Uzmond pays 1.3, Colby pays 3.5. Take it as you will. I have this to go the distance regardless.
Hey, Colby, it's time for a new watch. Let's go win the fight.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'd like to see Colby win. I think he'd be a much more exciting champion. I think he's much more vibrant. But I'm not going to count out Uzmond. He's fought enough. He's already beat Colby once.
Yeah.
So I'm taking that one to go the distance, which pays 2.0. And I think that's fairly safe. That's Uzmond's kind of style. And that Colby is going to have a hard time. Just Uzmond has good movement, so
it's going to be a
first
good
round,
fight.
first
Two
punch
top
knockout.
fighters. They're both very skilled. They know each other very well.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's wrap up some top picks. So for NFL, the top picks you're going to take New Orleans -6, Buffalo -14.5, and Arizona over San Fran with an underdog option of Green Bay over KC. Alex, give me the top pick for UFC.
Ally Quinta against Bobby Green. He's an underdog paying 2.5. Those are great odds. He has what it takes. I think that's not just a good win. That's a good odd.
Yeah, those are great odds, actually. That's awesome. All right. So that being said, those are the top picks for the week. Now, something we're doing new. Weekly, we're going to have a poll. So this week's poll. Question about comments that were made in the NFL. Tony Romo made comments about Tom Brady's wife with regards to the 600 touchdown ball being received by a fan in the stands. Tony Romo was making comments pretending to be both the fan and Tom Brady. Those comments were a night out with Giselle, his wife, and then he replied, "One night, okay, no problem, one night." Now, there's a lot of backlash. The poll is A, were these comments appropriate? B,
Yes.
Yes. B, not appropriate.
Or C, I will also take one night with Giselle.
Now,
I think you know my answer.
Make sure you submit all of your responses by Sunday, 12 p.m. We'll have them updated on next week's show. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It's something new, be a little interactive. And yeah, make sure you put in all your results on the poll. Now, another thing, we've been lacking a little bit talking about it, but we've got a lot of channels where our show is. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify. Make sure you Spotify twice.
Yeah, we're on Spotify twice now.
Make sure you check it out. Shout out to all our American listeners. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to everyone who listens out there. We don't say thank you enough, but we definitely appreciate you. It keeps us going on these picks, and hopefully these picks get you some money so that you keep listening. So,
or a new watch, thanks to Colby.
Yeah, that's true. So once again, I think we want to give a special shout out to our sponsors. Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium brings that flavor to your table.
And Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton, go there for all your gaming needs, whether it's the new stuff, the new Xbox, PS5, or the retro stuff.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. Tell them we sent you. Otherwise, you guys bet safe and win.
See you next week.
Good luck.
I need myself. I need a good day. I need a better year. I need a blunt big enough to forget I'm here. I need some food for my thoughts and I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself.